Is this so good? Like up on the roof. Tell your gripping, don't you be mad at me. Yes, I said these people over here getting money. I like that. Mm. And so shout out to that I sure do. Get money, get money, get money, get money. I get money. I get money. I get money. I all out of hey, I know that's right, baby. I love to see people get paid. Period. Like Young Dog said, get paid, young. Get paid. Hey! So shout out to that. I know that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Like two short said, you should be. Don't I tell y'all that all the time? I tell y'all Too Short said we should be getting it. Getting while the getting is good. Getting while you can, you should be getting it. Getting while the getting is good. I know that's right, baby. Hey, y'all. So shout out to that. Um, hey, Pooper Stars. Happiest Tuesday. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new show, and back to a new week. Let's get it. Baby, let's get it. When I tell y'all, listen, today I woke up in a celebratory mood. I woke up praising God. I woke up thanking God for what He has brought me through, what He is bringing me through. Okay, um, and it's not because everything is going good. Yeah, no, truth is, it's not. It's because it ain't. You understand? Oh yeah, no, truth is. I said, listen, God, despite I rock with you. Despite I'ma praise you. you know, um, despite all that other, you see, foolishness, foolery. I'm up. Shoot, I'm 10 toes down with this thing. Yeah, I said I'm 10 toes down with you, you being God, my bestie, right? Um, and my family, uh, you know, uh, my convictions, my principles, yeah, my morals, I'm standing on it. Period. So shout out to that. I'm 10 toes down too. I don't know who need to hear that. Amen. But I am. So shout out to that. I ain't gonna move and I ain't gonna budge. Period. And I'm gonna keep putting my best foot forward. Amen. Um, child, so shout out to that because it's a lot going on. I tell you, there's so much going on. Like, I just start feeling like kind of overwhelmed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's the word I will use. And I feel like it has a perfect fit. I just start feeling overwhelmed. You know? Yeah, no, I wasn't feeling that. What's going on? My kid, he in here doing a whole lot. Y'all hold on though. Y'all make sure y'all scoot up. Get comfortable, hit the like button. I'm in the building. Okay, period. And I don't know what else to tell y'all as far as that goes. Like, what? Yeah. Period. Y'all know when I'm in the building, that's something like a big deal. So shout out to that. Y'all hold on real quick though. Get comfortable, hit the like button. This ain't gonna be no real lengthy live, I don't believe, but we'll see. So shout out to that. Hold on. Child, yes, my bad. I had to put y'all on a brief little I had to put y'all on a brief little hold and now I'm back. So shout out to that. I said I'm back. Yes, child, I gotta learn how to walk and chew bubble gum. Truth is, because I just be putting y'all on hold, and I don't even always have to, but like, nah, for that I needed to put y'all on hold. But anyway, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm podcasting and getting me a little bit of homework in, because it is what it is. Like I have to be able to do things. I gotta be able to do things simultaneously, because other than that, it's gonna mess up my vibe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to vibe like that, because I'm gonna be thinking about what I need to do in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. But anyway, people stars, it's your girl Shay Renee, like I said. Period. I want y'all to scoop up. Get comfortable and hit the like button. Period. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I don't know who need to hear this, but this shit's going on. Yeah, period. This shit's still going on. Regardless. Like T.I. said, now we got big shit popping and little shit stopping all the time. Yeah, that's just what that is. And let me see, who is this in my comments? Let me make sure y'all ain't saying nothing crazy, nothing out the way, nothing to get you cussed out. Well, whatever. I don't claim that. I don't claim that. But I will say this. Yesterday, I was talking about how Boston Richie looked like Red Run's son, and I still have not. Man, I'm gonna have to Google this boy. Let me Google this boy real quick. But I do think that, like, people say this. It's always somebody out there that looks like somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. So I can believe that I do look like somebody out there, but I don't claim it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I'm not claiming none of that until I gotta see the person for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, I just will say that, you know, I believe it. Anything is possible. I think, we all got somebody out there that looks like us, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, I guess. But like, yeah, whatever. Um, I love that bit. That's my problem. So anyway, what else is going on? Yeah, this shit going on regardless. But let me tell y'all, put my car. I'm gonna need you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my car on the the Seaside series. Mm-hmm. This is what it is, because I'm sick of going up, down, and up, down, like a seesaw. Okay. With child at the gas stove. Man, at the gas pump, I'm sick. Baby, I done got sick and tired. I done start like, got me reevaluating my life. Now, okay. Kids, hear me out. Baby, y'all probably finna go to another school. Yeah, my kids, they probably about to change schools. It just is what it is, because I don't know if I'm gonna be driving so far anymore. You know what I'm saying? I drive a really good distance, you know, to and from their school, and I don't know if I'm gonna be on that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that up. So yeah. I said yeah. But then I think that transpo, yeah, now truth is, I think that transpo about to end up being on the Seesaw series. Okay, it just is what it is. So anyway, what else is going on? Child, give me a minute. We politicking. I'm politicking. I'm having a good time. Hold on. Yeah, I said, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I really needed to. Y'all, I be feeling like I need to take some time, but I don't really like taking time off from y'all. Does that make sense? Child, I hope it do. Yeah, I don't know who need to hear this, but sometimes, you might have to fight for it. Yeah, now, truth is. Some stuff, it might come easy. You know what I'm saying? It might come like one, two, three, wake up, open your eyes easy. Then some stuff, literally, you might literally have to get up and like fight for like literally get your Christian, your Clarissa Shields, your Tank Davis, yeah, yeah, Devin. You see, you gotta just get up and throw them bitches. You gotta just get up and throw them bitches. I don't know what else to tell you. Shoot. And one thing I know, two things for sure. Okay. Happiness is like that. Yeah, now truth is happiness is one of those things you got to get up and fight for. Some days, you know what I'm saying? No. 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 Like I said. Actually, most things. Listen, different strokes for different folks. Let me say that though. Okay. I got to put that out there. Cause I hate speaking like we're all the same. Cause that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? And I hate talking like everybody's situation is the same because that's just not true, but like some folks, okay, some folks have to they have to fight for it, fight for different things, whether it be your happiness every day. So sometimes you got to fight to be happy. I ain't feeling that. You ignore it. Bitch, bye. Bitch, please. Um type ish. you know Not worth my time. You know what I'm saying? Not worth my energy. I didn't see that. And I didn't see that shit either. And that means nothing. And hooray. You know what I'm saying? And hello. And, like, man, for real. Literally, sometimes you got to literally fight to um be prosperous. You understand? And to me, focus on your focus. It just is what it is. That's how you keep your focus. Okay. Amen. It just is what it is by keeping it pushing, keeping it moving. I don't know what else to tell you. And then sometimes, right around. Sometimes you gotta fight too to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna have to fight through, oh, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. I'm hurting. I got a lot going on. Because that's my favorite excuse right there. Mm. Oh, true, dear. But when I said it's never an excuse, child, I really do. I be having a lot going on. Sure. If I got a lot going on, I just got a lot going on. And one thing about me, I'm the type of person I really don't have. I don't like to have a lot going on. I don't. I don't. I'm the type of person. One meeting, one appointment. One errand. I'm cool with that. You know. But when I got a lot of stuff to do, it just, that's not, I'm not at my best when I got a lot of stuff to do. Hence why I got Jody. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why I got Jody. Because I don't like feeling like I can't handle it all, if that makes sense. You understand? Mm, mm. Because I'm one thing about me, I like to be able to handle it. Yeah, now truth is, I got to be able, got to be able to, you know, do what's needed. Shit, it is what it is. So yeah, here I am. You understand? Fighting. Period. It is what it is. I'm fighting to be consistent, and I'm fighting to bring this content. It is what it is. Bring, you know, be here for y'all, you know, and myself too. Show up for myself too, like I need to. Yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to God. You know, one just being able, just being able is a blessing. So shout out to God for holding me down. Okay, period, holding me down. Um, and being the person that tells me you got this. You got this. Okay, period. Cause don't forget, y'all. Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay, so it just says what it is. That ain't going nowhere. Okay, and then Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ, not some, not a little, not half, not many, not enough. All. Okay, so shout out to that. I said shout out to that. I don't know who need to hear that, but that yeah. Okay. So that means, you can, okay, if you want to. So shout out to that. Now anyway, mm, mm, big shout out. Big shout out to that. Now hold on. I got another big shout out coming in a minute. Hold on. I'm coming around now, baby. So shout out to that. I'm coming around. Let me see. I always get. I told y'all that too. It's annoying. Yeah. So hold on. Let me see. So I'm coming around the mountain on that, y'all. Hang on. I got a lot going on, y'all. This is crazy. But yeah, as everyone knows, I recently moved. Got a new spot, in a new spot. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. God is good. God is amazing. But let me just tell y'all. So I feel like I need more like cabinet space and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving my new home, loving my new spot. But that's if I had like one thing that I could say, you know, off the top, like I have noted has that I've noticed that like yeah, I be needing more space. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm gonna have to end up looking into that. I'm gonna end up having to look into that, y'all. But I'm gonna take my time, period, so I can do things right and get things right. Cause like, I already made a small error, I would say, but like, yeah, I'm already doing stuff that you know what I'm saying, like make me realize, okay, I gotta take my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to take my time in order to, you know, get this right and do this right, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, No, like for real. Because if I ordered I could order a cabinet today. You know what I'm saying? I could order a cabinet today, but I don't necessarily know where I want to put it at. Like it got to make sense. So, like, yeah, I need to figure all of that out first. First, I need to figure out, okay, this is a space where I could put a cabinet. Child, why I found the space as soon as I was looking and talking to y'all. But anyway, uh, so yeah, that will be my only complaint. And then so I already been thinking like if I do add extra cabinets or space, right, to put things and stuff like that, do I take it with me when I leave, or do I let it? Do I leave it? You know what I'm saying? Do I leave it behind? All when I say all of that shit has been coming into play. Um, or should I say, all of that has been a part of my thought process. But like, yeah, I'm good though. I really don't need that much stuff. I really don't. I'm just chilling. Really filling out my new space and trying to, make it um more, livable for us and comfortable, I would say too. That's the right word. Gotta get it more comfortable for us. But yeah, that would be my only complaint. I got a little bread to spend. But it is what it is. I'm not complaining at all. I just gotta figure it out. Uh Never even really thought about that type of stuff. No, seriously, until now. Like so much shit crosses my mind. But honestly, I never really thought about um, you know, some extra space and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, in due time, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. And yeah, y'all, I know y'all listening out there, so y'all keep sending me stuff to look at, okay? Period. Cause I might just find one and lock in on it. So shout out to that. But like, yeah, I'm gonna slow down, y'all. I'm gonna try to slow down so I can enjoy what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Because I really haven't had a chance to enjoy. Um, well, I've enjoyed the hell out of my new space, but I feel like I can't really enjoy it like I want to because it's stuff here, there, everywhere. It's all scattered. Uh, but it's coming around the mountain. We coming around the mountain. Let me see. Oh, I like this. Somebody wrote a cute little book. I love it. I can't wait to read it with my kids. And I wonder where they got it from. It's written by Christelle. It's either her name is Christelle or her name is Crystal. Probably Crystal, but it's spelled like Christelle Jones. So anyway, shout out to her. She got a good, cute little book called "In My Daddy's Shoes." So anyway, shout out to her. And this is not no promo. Okay, I just ran across a book that I never seen and wanted to give a shout out to the author. So anyway, let's see. We just politicking. I'm politicking with y'all. Right now, my son gonna have to come home and clean up, and he gonna have to come figure it out because I don't know what he got going on, child. So anyway, let's see. These and this right here. Yeah, but overall, I just been having so much on my plate. Does that make sense? Since the move. Oh, for real, I have. I've been having so much on my plate since the move, and I don't know. I'm just ready to slow it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby V said, if that makes sense. So anyway, well, shout out to that. Let me see. Oh, I know that's right. And you better keep going. And I know you better keep going in life. Listen, you don't have no choice. You know, our choices are to stop or keep going. I'm not about that stop. You know, I'm not about that stop in life. It is what it is. You can't, like the lady said on that play, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. I mean, like all jokes aside, because I know it's not no joking manner, but in life we don't get a lot of choices. We don't get a lot of choices. Um, So that's why I'm starting to realize like a lot of stuff, right? That's not funny either. But I'm starting to realize that the fact that we don't have a lot of choices, um, leaves us with um again just a few choices, right? So like you be like, I don't want to do that. Well, you don't have no choice. The choice between doing it is doing it or giving up. So here's your choices. You can do it with a good attitude or you can do it with a bad attitude. You know, you can do it with a better attitude or you can give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily with that giving up stuff. It just depends on what it is. Now, I'm talking about like end all be all. Like people just checking out. Oh no, absolutely not. You can't even make it to heaven like that. Like you can't even make it. Like the ultimate goal is to make it to heaven, ain't it? For me, it is. Okay. Period. Like that's my ultimate goal. And I realized that it's some things we gotta learn before we get there. It is what it is. Some things we gotta learn before we get there. Some things we gotta do. I'm assuming. Okay. I don't have all the answers, but I'm just saying. And so this is what I realized in life. They have all these little sayings, right? And you think that they're cliche until you really just live long enough to be like, oh, okay, that's what they meant. So like one of them things is if like one of those old school sayings when they say if you can't change it, change the way you think about it. That's that's one of them old school quotes where like I just was like, it didn't really hit that hard until I really, really needed to put myself in that position, put myself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? It was lots of things that I just were out of my control and I just could not change. So I definitely changed the way I viewed it. I might have either changed the way I viewed it or I changed the way I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? to make it to what's the word I'm looking for? Um hold on. So to make it like more acceptable, I guess, for me, maybe that's not the word, but like I've had to do it. You know what I'm saying? In life, honestly, I feel like a lot of us, we're gonna have to do that. It just is what it is. Brace yourself, be ready. What else? It's just all these little nuggets, little gold nuggets that I feel like people, that have been through things before us be giving us, and the truth is you just gotta keep going. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know I'm in my 40s, period. Um, and I just feel like, I have been through so much, right? But I just had to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I just had to keep going. And it's usually always a blessing on the other side. You know, it's usually always gonna be a blessing on the other side of whatever. Whatever you was thinking about quitting, whatever you was thinking about not doing, whatever you was thinking about stopping, whatever you was thinking about stalling. You understand? So the same thing with me and my content creating. Why would I give up? No, there's a blessing on the other side of it for me. I just got to keep going. I can't get discouraged. I can't get distracted. You know, and I got to stay focused and have faith in God and believe that there's a blessing on the other side of me being consistent. I don't know what the blessing is. I don't get to decide that. You know what I'm saying? But I do have faith in God that it's going to be for me. It's going to have my name on it. And it's something that, like, it's going to sit well. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you learn how to see when you do stuff like that. That's when you learn how to let go and let God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's when you learn how to let go and let God. You see, and that's just telling God, you know what, God, no matter what, I trust you. No matter what, I'm going to be faithful. No matter what, I'm going to do this. You know? No matter what, I'm listening. No matter what, I'm encouraged. No matter what, I'm going to keep going. Despite, you know? And that's what you call walk. That's what you call walking by faith and not by sight. That's why I really don't. I try, y'all. I'm human though. So I try not to pay attention to a lot of the shit that I see because you know I'm a thinker. I think a lot. So it really be in my best. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit, I can't even think, y'all. Hold on. Coming around the mountain, though. These thoughts is coming around the mountain, baby. It's always in my best interest to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to just glance at things. I don't like to stare. I don't like to, because I like to stay focused, if that makes sense. And sometimes, you know, shit, before you know it, everything is all out of whack. I don't be having time for stuff like that. You know, understand what I'm saying? But God, y'all, I don't know what else to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's all him. It do be. It's all him. And I feel like his messages, and messengers. It is what it is. Like I said, a lot of these people, they be, uh if you just listen, all you gotta do is be listening and be paying attention. These people be, saying stuff that, really makes a difference. Shoot, if you ask me, they be really saying something worth saying. Shoot, you just gotta be listening and paying attention. And like the song say, stop letting the messy mess with your business. Yeah, that too. You know, that too. You have to be focused. You have to be paying attention, and just on go. You know, period. Just on go. Child, so I went way out in the garage to like, child, I don't know what I went after for. But I gotta figure out somewhere to put my comment section sign. But anyway, y'all. So yes, just like the title is Blueface, baby. Shout out to Blueface. Blueface gets on my nerves. Yeah, he do. He gets on my nerves. I really don't know what to say about Blueface, but I will say this. I like I like people that could be themselves though. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Even, hey, I'll take it a step further. Even if themselves is a shitty person, own that though. You understand? Own that. Like, let it be known I ain't a shit, and I really don't, and I don't really plan on being shit. And so, you see, but I'm just saying, at least, he let it be known. Yeah, and shit, he don't plan on being shit. Instead of pretending to be a hero on Monday, like, it makes no sense. That makes no sense. And then the rest of the 4 days out of the week, now you're yourself again. I said, you just yourself again. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like pretending. Yeah, nah, I like what you see is what you get type of people. You understand? For real. Give me the opportunity to know what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Off the real. Period. So anyway, shout out to that. And shout out to him, but Blueface got him a whole nother situation. I said, oh. And the tears would fill up. I don't know what's going on with him in the veil. Uh, I mean, if I had to guess, they good, but we all know Nevaeh thought she was special. in my in my 50 Cent son voice, Nevaeh thought she was special, didn't she? Mm. And now I think she's having to find out the hard way. It is what it is. Like, whew, eek. I guess Krishan and Jaden wasn't enough. Yeah, no, truth is, I guess, Krishan and Jaden just wasn't enough. And I'll take it a step further too. Period, because y'all know that's what I do. Yeah, I know some people, well, just put it like this. Everybody didn't watch what Krishan and Blueface had going on, right? So everybody don't know. Nevaeh, I feel like she was watching though. I feel like Nevaeh got a front row seat, but that don't mean everybody did, right? So some people are really just getting to know Blueface and how he is in a relationship with Nevaeh. So I just gotta say that. I gotta put that out there. Because even though I was around for Blueface and Krishan, it's a lot of stuff that I didn't see. Yeah, now truth is, it's a lot of stuff that I didn't see. Y'all hold on real. Okay, so I said all that to say, okay, in all fairness, I listen. I just feel like we can't assume that everybody is paying attention and everybody is watching. And the truth is, I do think that Blueface possibly, uh, you know, meets these girls, and some of them, no, not all. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like some of them, okay, um, don't be knowing who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't I just don't think you know what I'm saying? I think that is what's the word I'm looking for? Shit, I can't find the right word in particular, but listen, dumb. Dumb or fit dumb is a fitting word too. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just kind of, well, maybe not dumb, but a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? For us to assume, right, that everybody knows Blueface. I don't think that everybody knows Blueface. So that's that, child. But word on the curb is he got a new little something going on over at the circus right now, child. He hold on. Word on the curb is I think he got banned from Twitch. Child, so listen, y'all. Word of the curve is he allegedly had ended up getting banned from Twitch, which I don't know how I don't know how that worked, but if I had to guess, I would assume he probably kind of sick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He probably sick getting banned from Twitch. Um, you know, seemingly that they, kind of pay kind of good. Or when I so I know I know he a little sick about it, okay? It just is what it is. Y'all know he a little messed up about it. But child, it just is what it is. I guess he'll be okay because um he probably already been banned, and I think that's why he be on Nevaeh's. Nevaeh allegedly got a Twitch. The Blueface be on. That's why he was telling her. I'm assuming that's why he was telling her she made all that money. But it's a clip of, him telling her that she made all this money. And she was talking about she broke. And he was asking her what she spent her money on. And I don't know. Nevaeh just really had this like on that video when people say big time attitude, big time attitude. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I got. She just really had, you know what I'm saying? She just had a lot of attitude. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? Um, Basically to me, letting it be known that something's, it's trouble in paradise. If you ask me, Nevaeh mad about something. Ain't no telling what she mad about. I know he was asking for a kiss or something like that, and she was talking about he be, you know what I'm saying, like messing with all these women and all of that. Like, why do you want to kiss me? And Blueface was basically like, you know, he just seemingly was trying to get her to just, be regular. But she had attitude. So eventually he ended up having an attitude too. Um, but yeah, long story short, he done added another clown, baby. Baby, yeah, what? Baby, I wonder what kind of nose this one gonna wear. And what color nose this one gonna have on. Cause yeah, he didn't added another clown to the circus, period. Her name is Rella? Rails? He said her name, child. I can't even remember what he said. It's too much going on. But basically the black one. That's what she keep calling herself. I don't know why she keep calling herself that girl. Gone on. She talking, I don't know, she talk like she just, just that dark and something dark meat. Girl, gone on. She's just a brown girl, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know why she keeps saying that. But anyway, he said he's gonna be streaming with her. He said he'll be streaming with his alleged fourth baby mama child on Monday. So he said, yeah, I know we got all these days. He let it be known. We ahead that he gonna bring on stream child. And I listen, I could only assume that like that's what Nevaeh could be tripping about, but I don't know. Nevaeh could be tripping about anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's about money. Pig, I know that's right. If it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up, motherfucker getting up. If it ain't about the money, ain't no use to you reading my life and doing so trying. It ain't about the money. I can't even hear what you saying. I ain't about to do shit. I know that's right. It nigga me with it. Turn. Shit. you know, so I can relate. In other words, child, I can relate. Okay, period. It just is what it is. Because at this point, I know everybody keeps saying, yeah, let's talk about it. I know everybody keeps saying that, hold on, where my stuff? Don't be blowing me up. Y'all hold on real quick. Okay, I'm back. Y'all make sure y'all scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now I know everybody keeps saying that see, that's why I hate when my thoughts be all over the place. They just be here there everywhere, kind of like me, okay? But anyway, okay, so I know everybody keeps saying that Nevaeh be acting like Jaden. I know, it's crazy. But nah, they be saying she be acting like Jaden and Christian on some, that movie Single Wife, female type is, or when I, I don't know. I really don't. Y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get the tea, but I ain't been out in Cali with nobody. Okay. Period. It just is what it is. Shout out to that. But I know everybody keeps saying that like they feel like she is I know y'all, child. I told y'all like I'm consistently trying to unpack my stuff and do the podcast at the same time. That's what it is, child. And I just I just gotta do it. Okay, period. Just is what it is. Shout out to Nike. Um, but like no, people keep saying she acting like Jaden. Listen, I would never recommend acting like nobody. Okay, now, truth is, be yourself. Okay, period. Like what? Like when you not being yourself, you are. What's the word I'm looking for? You are. You're like depriving the world. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't deprive the world of your greatness. Like you're great. You know what I'm saying? You're great. Like present that. You know, be all you can be. Period. Like the army said. As I zip up my army fatigue fatigue hoodie. And maybe that's where the message came from. But anyway. Now on no day would I ever recommend anyone act like anyone else. But I will say this though, I tell y'all all the time, it's a blueprint to any and everything that you want to do in life. Yeah, it is. So shout out to that. 9 times out of 10, it's already been done. Most things, not all. But like with that being said, yeah, nah, if she wanna act like anybody, yeah, now is the time to really start acting like Jaden, if you ask me. Yeah, no, truth is, it just is what it is. Especially because to me, Jaden has the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Jaden got the recipe. It is what it is. Like I think at times she be confused, but then she not no more. It just is what it is. Um, Jaden, all right. Jaden just know how to get her bills paid. You know what I'm saying? Her bills paid, her and her kids taken care of. It just is what it is. So yeah. If I would basically tell Nevaeh to, yeah, period. Just, yeah. Um, yeah, gonna keep throwing the black wigs on and yes. Uh I would basically tell her to go on keep imitating that clown. Yeah, the head clown. This is what it is. A head clown. Do what Jaden doing. Yeah, see, period. Copy after Jaden. Okay, period. Mm, mm. And I feel like everything is gonna be alright. Cause Jaden gonna be just fine too. It is what it is. Jaden is she getting it. Period. Mm. Like Too Short has said, you should be getting everything you want, everything you dream. Never have to fry. Okay. Just is what it is. Jaden is she not getting every single thing, but she getting what she need. Okay, it just is what it is. Jaden got the blueprint. She got the recipe. Yeah, now, truth is, I don't know what to tell you. Cause Jaden knows how to just file back. You know? Jaden know how to file back and just let Blueface do whatever it is he gonna do, child. Uh, mm, straight like that. And like I said, everybody running around here, you know, making fun of Nevaeh, talking about she acting, she pretending and cosplaying between Krishan and Jaden, but like, yeah, for her to cosplay Jaden, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing like that. It is what it is. Cause Jaden, um, Jaden, shit, it just is what it is. She's okay. You know? It is what it is. Jaden seems to be just fine. Got the mama babysitting and all. Okay? Yeah. Little shout out to that. Jaden got, she got a village. She got her little village. You know. Jaden is doing just fine. To me, shit, cause she ain't trying to be with Blueface. That's what it boils down to right there. Not trying to, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, Blueface don't want no girlfriend. Girl, he want clowns. Okay? He want acts. Okay? Baby. He wants you to be able to work the tightrope. Yeah. Now, truth is, okay? Period. Shoot. Why he juggle? You know what I'm saying? He up there trying to juggle, and Nevaeh trying to make him lose his balls and stuff. It just is what it is. He up there trying to juggle. You know? Yeah, he ain't feeling it. Nevaeh, you know what I'm saying? Nevaeh, I'm telling you, Nevaeh gonna end up, she gonna end up on the outside. Yes. And not looking in. I mean, she's gonna be on the outside looking in a minute if she keep it up. So while everybody else is, making fun of her for pretending to be Jaden and cosplaying Jaden, Shay Renee is uh what's the word I'm looking for? I recommend it. Okay. Period. Uh 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 truth is. Cause like T.I. say, cause I know how to handle your fake ass. It just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Jaden knows how to Jaden knows how to handle Blueface. And to me, eh, you know, I don't necessarily know exactly every single thing, but like they're friends, seemingly. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Jaden knows how to handle um being a friend to Blueface. You know what I'm saying? And act. You know what I'm saying? Opening act too. Jada know her role. It is what it is. She know her role. She don't be asking for no, you know, no extra time on stage or none of that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But like, no, if you ask me, Jada just knows how to be like a friend to Blueface, like I said. You know what I'm saying? And friendly. Be a friend, be friendly. To me, that's the sauce. That's the recipe. You know what I'm saying? Um, when you are trying to be in a relationship with him, that's when yeah, you begin to, you know, lose your sauce a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going for that. Believe it or not, he don't like that. He don't like that. I don't believe he like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe that's what he looking for. So shout out to all the clowns in the circus. Everybody who keeps us highly entertained. Um, in the circus, good child. Shout out to them. Shout out to all of them, including the new clown. Period. The new clown. Shout out to her too. I look forward to seeing, what she gonna bring to the show. Okay. Yeah. Why they playing? Why they playing? Blueface do. He do need a little show. But I don't want to hear no finding love for Blueface, no none of that. If they ain't gonna call it the circus, then I don't know what they're doing. Mm. Truth is, it has to be something, circus related, because that stuff he be having going. It's definitely something. I said it's just something. So anyway, child, I gotta make me something to eat. I'm hungry. I ain't got hungry. It really feels good to be get a little bit of help today. I just get a little bit of help today. So shout out to that. Yeah. So shout out to Blueface. And let me just say this too, real quick. I think am I done? I think I'm done with the circus, child. Yeah. I'll be tuned in and I look forward to hearing from the new and alleged clown, Rella, whatever her name is. Okay. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, before I get out of here, though, dang, I forgot to do my kids. They stuff. Um, Let me give a shout out to South Walker because South Walker is the only only person that I saw talking about the Boston Richie thing yesterday. Okay, so anyway, let me give a shout out to Sauce. Let me say this though. I had seen that Sauce had. Okay, so when Boston Richie responded to that girl, I seen that Sauce liked the post on Say Cheese. I don't know what that it was about, but if I had to guess, right, I would assume that that's why Sauce ended up speaking on the situation, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm just saying he liked the post, right? So it makes me think that I don't know if he was like, yeah, nah, I don't agree. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I just put the two and two together. But they probably don't even go together. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Anyway, it's hard to explain. I keep telling my family, like, nah, you can't put stuff on these counters because it will stay. Like this shit will stay on the freaking counter and stain the counter. And I don't like that. That's crazy to me. But anyway, what was I telling y'all? So yeah, Sauce Walker ended up being the only person that was talking about Boston Richard so far. Okay. And again, like I said, I told y'all yesterday. If you didn't hear what I said, go click on yesterday's live. Yeah. Okay. Because anyway, like I said, shout out to Sauce Walker though, who addressed it and wasn't afraid to. It is what it is. You got all these people, all these podcasters, and what? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Okay. Anyway, again, maybe they just need some time. How much time? I do not know. Child, they scared. Okay, it is what it is. Let me find out. They scared. But like now, from here on out, I'm gonna be on their head. Like, You know what I'm saying? Because I can't explain it. Like, I don't pick and choose. If that makes sense. But anyway, time. South Walker addressed it. And he basically said that, like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. And he don't feel like uh people should be doing stuff like that. It is what it is. He sure did. He sure did. He said, he said, he basically said, in his personal opinion, every single thing, just because it can be done, doesn't mean it should be done. And he was saying it like, now, in his personal opinion, should no man be doing that. And I take a step further. Yeah, he said shit no man be doing that to him in his opinion. And then he also touched on tricking a little bit and stuff like that. So and he also said like basically he thought they be tricking, but they basically be like he said it be hush money. You know, he feel like it be hush money now. Yeah, that's what Sauce had to say about it. And like I gotta agree. You know, it is what it is. I gotta agree. Like I was telling y'all yesterday that like you know, okay, so like I was telling y'all yesterday, basically, people be feeling like there's this well, okay, so this is what I was trying to tell y'all yesterday, right? People just feel like people should be able to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like once they go in their house and close their door, it's none of your business what they doing. And I kind of agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I do kind of agree with that. But he was saying that some stuff, once you close that door, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of agree with that too, you know? So I'm just like, man, I'm like, I don't really know how to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Still. All I know is like I was telling y'all yesterday, to me, I don't I don't have a lot of understanding for it, you know, if that makes sense. Okay. To me, for me, my personal opinion, okay. Um, I don't understand it. You know, like I don't understand the need for somebody to even want to. Man, listen, listen. As I'm trying to talk about it with y'all, I understand though. I get it. I think it's one of those things where shoot, you just can't even talk about it freely. You can't. It's one of those things where you can't talk about it freely without upsetting people. So yeah, I think that's where the lines get blurred to me. And again, this is just my personal opinion. Should some topics be off topic? For real. You know? So you mean to tell me we could talk about everything up under the sun, but some stuff we gonna draw like, but this is where man, listen, that's not that. I don't have no understanding for that either. You know, I really ain't gonna have a lot of understanding for that either. It just is what it is. But at the end of the day, you know, shoot, I talked about it, I addressed it, and I wasn't scared. Okay, it is what it is. I wasn't scared. That topic ain't gonna have me shaking in my boots. It just is what it is, you know. It's just like any other story. Sure. We're gonna talk about it. It is what it is, but y'all drop in my comments and let me know what y'all think about it. Again, like I said, yesterday I was calling folks out. I was like, y'all talking about everything else. I want to hear what y'all think about this. And I haven't heard nothing yet. As far as Boston Ricky goes, I only heard what Styles Walker think. And Styles Walker is just a rapper. Okay, I'm not gonna say he's just a rapper like that, but he's a rapper, and he said that's why he was addressing it. He was like, basically, it's basically like I'm a rapper, and since this story is about a rapper, let me address it. And he also seemed like he wanted to like give some dang, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he wants to like and basically talk to the youth, about the situation too. So anyway, shout out to Sauce. Shout out to that. Shout out to all my poop stars who came through. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay. Yeah. Do that for me. And I'm gonna see y'all on my next video. Bye y'all.